an interesting topic. Administrator, the topic is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? With that note, Sip Ritu, Sip Kamalji, Sip Sanjay, Sip Ahem Atma, Sip Siri, Sip Sadanand, Sip Atmanand, Sip Harshal, Sip Rumataji, Sip Rajanand, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Kumar, Sip Girishanand, Sip Krishna, Sip Premchandji, Sip Das, Sip Chotwani, Sip Bliko, Sip Ahem, Sip Yogini, Sip Sukhi, Sip Prakash, Sip Siva, Sip Bliss, Sip Prakasha, Sip Gigi, Sip Samatma, Sip Surinder, Sip Chidanand, Sip Renuka, Sip Laveen, Sip Sarlanand, Sip Soham, Sip Atmatray, Sip Parmanand, Sip Sagai, Sip Anil, Sip Anna, Sip Sundar Giri, and the rest of you whom I cannot see. Welcome you to this call. And today, what are we talking about? Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? A moment of meditation. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Am I this body who is asking this question? Am I the mind who is thinking of this question? Am I the ego that is wanting to know? Who am I? Can I be enlightened? Can I be free from the cycle of death and rebirth? Can I be happy? Can I celebrate my life? Do I have to suffer all the misery on earth? Do I have to return in the cycle of rebirth? I am not a Rishi, Muni, Sant, Saint to be enlightened. I am not a Buddha. I am not a Swami. I am not a sannyasi. I am not a tapasvi. Can I be enlightened? Can I be spiritually awakened? Every human being has the privilege of being enlightened. But can I be enlightened? Can I be enlightened? Will I be enlightened? Will I be enlightened? How can I be enlightened? How can I be enlightened? Is this meditation helping you all to start, or is it something that we are wasting our time on? You all want to continue with this beginning with meditation? Do let me know your thoughts if it is helping you, because it brings you to the focus of the subject. That's all I do. I just close my eyes for 1 or 2 minutes. I don't know how much time. I don't know the time. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then we continue. But let us start. Let us start. Ritu, not Ru, Ritu.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, we can get enlightenment if the grace of Guru is there, if we are a mokshuktu, and if we have completed our pradap's karma.
So is there any guarantee for enlightenment? Are you sure you can get enlightened?
And sure, yeah.
Very good. The question is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? You didn't answer the question.
Those who are under grace of the right Guru.
Okay. I don't know. Will Yogini Bliko? Yes, Will. Ritu has started the opening batsman in some score. Let me ask Will.
Sivohang Sip.
Yes.
I think this is what Buddhists would call doubt, and it's a hindrance. Like if you think you can't get enlightened, then it can create trouble, terrible trouble. If you doubt your teacher or you doubt your training, then it's a big problem. I think it's kind of like you're asking, it's not, it can't be, this type of question can't really be answered directly because it's not really for us to know the question, really the absolute answer. But I think really what we can ask is it better to believe or better not to, better to believe we can or better to believe maybe we can't? The moment you think maybe we can't, you've put yourself in a very weak position. But if you
But
believe,
what what do you think, Will? What do you think? Is it possible for forget the philosophy part of it, right? What do you think? I'm asking you as Will. Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened?
okay, you've asked me a direct question. I say it's 100% possible for all human beings to get enlightened without doubt. That's the
Very
answer
good.
to the question.
Very
Without
good. Now,
doubt, not a
yeah.
shred of doubt.
Now don't if I were you, I would catch AiR by the collar, by his neck at the end of the call. When we go through this discussion, don't end the discussion without getting your clarity on this, because this is a very beautiful question. Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? It's a very, very beautiful question, and it has a very beautiful answer. That's why I chose it for today. So thank you, Yogi.
Shivam, sir,
Yes, sure.
every human has the right to get enlightenment,
Very good.
but only particular person can get enlightenment with the grace of God and guidance of Guru, and even the mumukshutva he should be having. Only then it is possible for him to be enlightened.
So can everybody get enlightenment? Everybody get enlightened?
No, those who follow the path of spirituality,
All
only
of them
then.
can. So does everybody follow the path of spirituality?
No, in that
Why?
also not all follow. Some of them do fall back, but certainly there are examples like you who has been enlightened and showing the way to us. So I am sure that I will be enlightened if I follow your rules.
So my request for all of you today, try to stick to meditate on the question. Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? If you want this session today, 1 hour to be enlightening, focus on the question and give me your answer. Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? Bliko.
Sivoham, love you all. The question is very simple and direct. It is asking about the possibility. If it is a possibility, then it is everybody is possibly, all human being who is alive can get. Because what is the prerequisite for that? The prerequisite is that spark of unique life is present in every human being who is alive. This is the primary requirement or qualification, or that gives possibility to be enlightened by anybody. Now the question second, you can ask why. Why not?
Can you pause?
Why not? Everybody is not. Then
can you
it's
pause?
Different question.
You've got the note, right? No, I'm going to provoke you. I'm going to provoke you. Huh? I'm going to cross question you. Good. You spoke very beautifully. And you said every human being can be enlightened because of spark of unique life.
No, that Correct? Is a prerequisite qualification.
Correct.
For the possibility.
But is there any other prerequisite quality?
There are many requisitions for getting enlightenment.
No,
but eligibility.
Eligibility is only soul.
Eligibility is human being with intellect and soul can get enlightened.
Now you're adding a new intellect. Now you're adding a new point.
Yeah, correct.
Can a dog be enlightened?
No, human being only.
So that emphasis I was just going to ask you for the emphasis. So you're clearly saying only human being can be, right?
Human being.
Not, because you just said, I'm sorry, I caught the point that you said only anybody with a soul. So not a dog and not a cat. Continue your second point. Interesting. Continue your second point, please.
The second point is why not every human being is enlightened. Then it becomes a big answer that goes into the books and books, we can say. But in short, I can say why people are not getting enlightened. It is because of neither you are a qualified disciple and nor you have that type of guru. This is the prerequisite for the getting enlightenment path, right? And then it follows so many steps,
No,
like we
beautiful.
discussed.
Today you are in high level of consciousness. Today you are in very, very high level, very clarity, super clarity of thought. If you are in this kind of consciousness, then we can get that spark. We must try to raise our level of consciousness to how Bliko you are. And in that level of high level of consciousness, when there's contemplation, the realization came. It was one day before New Year, and I was in high level of consciousness. I was in very high level of consciousness, and I asked, say, Prabhu, ये Happy New Year का मतलब क्या है? Prabhu said, Happy New Year has no meaning. So I asked Prabhu that what has meaning? Prabhu said, New Happy Year.
New happy year. Correct. Yeah.
Who gave the answer? Who gave the answer?
SIP.
In consciousness, in high level of consciousness.
Yeah. See, because you are connected and you can have access.
That's what I thought. Enlightenment is possible. What you said very beautifully. Every human being is possible. Why people are not getting enlightenment? You said what is the answer you gave? Why people are not getting enlightened? Because
neither they are qualified disciple, nor they have such guru.
And plus books and books of other reasons.
Books
what you
books
said.
of things.
There are many reasons. Very, very beautifully said, Bliko. Namaskar to you, Harshan. Very beautiful said. Harshan. Good.
Because of your knowledge.
You are
it is
SIP.
because of your association. Yeah.
What am I? I am nothing. You are SIP. You are SIP. Harshan.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Actually, I want to make a point that in education system, that has to be add this enlightenment and spiritual part. Then it will be like from the scratch. It will be start.
But education system will not change.
That is the problem.
Tell me why education system will not change.
Because they are inherited. Means they are.
So why can't the whole education system tomorrow change to enlightenment? You know the logic? Do you know the logic? There is a simple logic. Why education system cannot change? It cannot change. Siri, think about it. Siri.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes.
Enlightenment is the right of every human being. So is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? Yes, they are already enlightened. Due to ignorance of the mind and ego, they think that they are not enlightened.
Okay.
And what is making everybody not enlightened is this Maya. They are all in the boga and in the enjoyment of the temporary pleasure. They want to enjoy only the temporary thing, and they don't know that there is an ultimate for which only the spiritual persons who want to get only this is the purpose of their life, they come above and they get in.
Very beautifully said. Very clear, crystal clear, beautifully said. Every human being has the right of enlightenment. No doubt. Every human being has the right, but not everybody is enlightened. And Siri, one small correction, Siri, I want to give Siri. One small correction. Everybody is SIP. But everybody is not enlightened. You said everybody is already enlightened. They are not enlightened. Enlightened means then I can see the chip inside me. They are unable to on the light inside. There is a fuse. The bulb is fused, or the current is fused, or the mind is fused, or the ego is fused, or something. So we cannot say everybody is enlightened. Everybody is SIP. I hope you're understanding my point, Siri, what I'm saying. Everybody is SIP. Everybody has God inside, but they don't know. They don't know. It is like that beggar who's keeping all the coins and throwing the notes. It is like the small child who ran the palace and said, I'm jumping in the king's lap. I want the king. Everybody has got the divine SIP inside, but there is no enlightenment. Enlightenment means switching on the light. Then we come to know. Okay, Siri? I just want to put that. Otherwise, your point is beautiful. Siba and Atmanand.
Thank you.
Pranam Guruji. This is the underline. Am I audible, Guruji?
You are very much audible.
this is the underlying statement that we have got this human birth to get enlightened and free from the circle of death and birth. So people don't understand this, and their priorities, as their priorities about dharma is different. कि क्रिया कर लिया, नाम जप कर लिया, chanting कर लिया, बात खत्म, going to the temple. And then Guruji, if it is possible for everyone to get the enlightenment, if your priority is enlightenment, then you can get it. And if you're not, and focus should be on the enlightenment, and by following yam niyam asan pranayam dhyan dharana samadhi, that is with the discipline it is possible, and with the guidance of the guru and the grace of the God.
क्या पूरा रिहर्स करके आ गया, पूरा ऐसा स्पीच दे रहे हैं आज पूरे आप?
Guruji, sometimes it happens that I'm struggling a lot. Sometimes it happens that Guruji.
No, today you are in full mode, complete. बहुत अच्छा. Atmanand, yes, I'm hearing Atmanand after many days.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
No, I was in a silence retreat. That's why I couldn't speak.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think Rico and Sri have essentially answered it, but I wanted to clarify. I feel that all human beings are not qualified, right? Because karma also plays a role, especially because you said that, let's say, people who are specially able, especially with the mental disabilities, my understanding is they won't be able to get enlightened, right?
Correct.
So I think
so you are right in those people who are not who are specially abled people, who are mentally challenged and things like that. A physically challenged person can get enlightened or not?
physically can.
Yeah. And a person who has bad karma can get enlightened or not?
No. What I'm talking is people specific karma where they have mental disabilities they are born with. They may not have an opportunity.
But suppose
you
you are a terrorist.
That's why I'm telling that.
No, suppose you are a terrorist who has done 100 murders and now you are born. Can you be enlightened or not?
Yeah, you can.
So there is nothing holding us back.
Correct.
If you are born unqualified, suppose you're born without a brain,
Correct.
then there's no process of thought, no process of contemplation.
Correct.
And of course, karma can become a tough barrier. Karma can become a very tough barrier in your journey. But what are you saying? Therefore, it is possible. You are saying yes. You are saying except in certain
possible.
cases.
Only I'm just highlighting that this case where I'm just contending this point may not be all human beings, because some human beings with mental this thing may not be possible. That is my understanding. I'm just trying to clarify it.
No, your understanding is 100% right. It is 100% intellectual understanding.
But it will never happen that everybody will be enlightened, because if everybody is enlightened, then the world will collapse, right?
That is a very beautiful point said by you. So what you are trying to say, I'm putting it a little bit in the new words. This world is not designed for everybody to be enlightened.
Correct.
Prabhu has not made this world for everybody to be enlightened.
Yeah.
If Prabhu had made this world for everybody to be enlightened, Prabhu would not have created Maya.
Correct.
Prabhu would not have created Leela. Prabhu would not have created Bhoga. Prabhu has created this only with the point that we are entitled to get enlightenment, but not everybody is seeking. Use other drops. Got it?
Yeah.
Good, Atmanand. I see the beauty in this call. There are many people who speak at a high level of intelligence and spiritual level of spiritual realizations. That is why this call becomes very interesting. Although my attention now has gone to Insta, and this year my focus is happiness and getting more people to come on Zoom, getting more people to come on enlightenment. My main focus remains enlightenment, but my time is going a lot because then people don't understand the meaning of enlightenment. Aham Sip. Aham Sip and then Chidanand. What happened to Aham Sip? Chidanand? Yes, Aham Sip, I can't hear you, please.
1 second, please.
Yeah, you have to be a little louder.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, please continue.
Yes. Shivoham, everyone. The purpose of human birth is only to get realization and moksha. But everybody can't get it because of their prarabdha karmas. We are given birth because of our ignorance only. And only if we have good karma, we will come to know about this path, because many people don't even know there is such a path. They just want to live and die in ignorance only, and they are very happy in that. So because of only our karma, we come on this path, we get a realized guru. And then with our agami karma, if we make all our efforts, we follow the guru, then we can get enlightenment.
Very beautifully said. So yes, each one of us has the opportunity. Not everybody uses the opportunity. Thank you. Sip Chidanand.
Guruji, I would like to say that it is not possible for every human being to get enlightened, because human being has a very innate ability to choose. So unless a particular human being chooses to be enlightened and prioritize his choice, it is very difficult. I have come across many people who choose but don't prioritize. Many people who just refuse to choose enlightenment. So,
but is it possible?
Yeah, as a human who is having normal intelligence, it is possible, because there is only in this yoni we can have enlightenment. Even other yonis, enlightenment not possible because they can't do this yoga. All other yonis are bhoga yonis.
Very good. This is the only yoni where you are eligible. The eligibility, you're only human being is eligible for enlightenment.
Yes. So every human is eligible to be enlightened, but can he become? No, unless he chooses and prioritizes.
So, Chidanand, what you're basically saying, it is not possible for every human being to be enlightened. In reality, you're saying, while many people have told it is possible for every human being to be enlightened, you are saying it is not possible for every human being to be enlightened.
Yes.
Because you are practically.
Though he is eligible.
Yeah, practically everybody cannot be. So therefore, if we are in this call, then we are blessed.
Yes.
If we are in this call, you and me, then we are blessed, because not only we have passport to go to America, we also have visa.
Yes.
Now everybody who's got passport and visa cannot go to America.
Yes.
If you go to America, you are shivering. You are shivering because you don't know what that immigration officer is going to ask you questions. That immigration officer, he becomes the God. He can reject you. Straight away, he can reject you.
Yes.
So this is just an analogy.
There's also no point to be just awake. You have to get up.
Yeah. Good. Well said, Chidanand. We have got now Nichani.
Shivam Saji. Shivam.
Shivam, yes, Ashok.
Saji, everyone can get enlightened. Possible.
Everyone.
Everyone can become enlightened.
Then what will happen in this world?
No,
if everybody becomes enlightened.
No, it's not possible, because 90% of the people are in mind state.
So therefore, you're saying everyone can be enlightened.
If they come into consciousness like a yogi, they can.
So then the whole world can be enlightened. Then there'll be nobody left in this world.
Saji, no, the whole world will not be in consciousness.
So that's a tricky question. It's a tricky question. Everybody in this world can get enlightened, but everybody in this world will not get enlightened.
Can get enlightened if if he lives like a real yogi, with meditation, mindfulness, wisdom, and acts of service.
Very good. So when you all come on the call and you speak, one big benefit is you are rehearsing your wisdom and you're going forward in the journey of realization. Therefore, it's important. Good, Ashok. Well said. Rumataji.
Thank you, sir. Sure.
Rumataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Boliye Mataji.
Guruji, every human being can get enlightenment provided they obey Guru, and then person should have 100% thirst for Prabhu, then Prabhu should live in heart, only 100%, no place for anything else. And then sip on the lip always. And Satchitanand, to live in Satchitanand and consciousness is the main thing. Then only one can be enlightened.
Very beautiful. आपने जो बात बोली, आपने magic का formula बोली. There must be magic. For those who have not, we have not written a book still on magic. We must write one book on magic. The magic of spirituality. But magic, mumukshutva, always in asking questions and being in talash, G, intelligence over ignorance, and in consciousness. So magic is very important. Good, Rumataji. Aham Atma.
Thank you.
Paramatma. Aham Atma.
Paramatma, Hamatma. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Is it possible for every person? My answer is affirmably, I'm saying God will not deprive of anybody because we are all the children of Sip. If that be the case, everybody is entitled to be enlightened. It is possible. Assume that in a class of 50 people, somebody has to get first rank, somebody has to get 50th rank or 40th rank, somebody has to get 20th rank or 30th rank. Even if a person is getting 40th rank, if he decides that he wants to get first rank, suddenly, up to 10th standard, the child will not study. He may be an average student. Suddenly, after plus 2, he may become he may pass as IIT.
Absolutely.
We cannot, because we are all SIP. Nobody is inferior to anybody because every soul has its own journey. From my point of view, if a person is having an intense desire, that the time has to come, as you correctly said, the God has created this design in such a way that if everybody becomes perfect, everybody will go to the Paramdham.
So one day I was in contemplation and I was talking to Prabhu. Talking to Prabhu means, talking to Prabhu does not mean duality. Talking to Prabhu means talking to the Prabhu inside. I was saying, if everybody in this world becomes enlightened, then this world will become empty.
Correct.
This is what the people say. And what Prabhu told me. Prabhu told me, I have created the opportunity for everybody to be enlightened. If everybody becomes enlightened, I will create new human beings.
Correct.
I will create new human beings with zero karma to come again. Because Prabhu wants every human being ultimately to become one with Sip because everybody is Sip.
Correct.
So we should not feel what I was telling Ashok Nichani just now, I was teasing him. We should not believe that everybody cannot be enlightened. Everybody, even Chidanand. Chidanand, hope you get this point, Chidanand. Sip is telling that if even more people want to get enlightened, which they are not getting because they are caught in bhoga yoni, what you say is 100% correct, but opportunity Sip has given to everybody. So if suppose Chidanand, everybody becomes enlightened, then for Sip to create a new, it's very easy. Sip will do chutki mein there will be some new Algerians and Muskians and some new Indians and Americans. There will be new things. And
nothing is impossible in this human form. Because human intelligence is higher as compared to a lot of creations.
Absolutely.
As a group, we are discussing. Let us forget about the world. The group around totally we are 83 here. I want to say one thing: dedication, determination, and application always carry the day towards the SIP. Dedicated to SIP, determined to SIP, and application of whatever we are discussing here.
So what have I promised? What have I promised the 200 people who come on this call every day? What have I promised? I have told everybody can be enlightened. It's a promise.
Correct.
If you follow the steps with what we said yesterday, SOS. Yesterday we told SOS. If you follow that, if a seeker is obedient and committed, then no chance of not getting enlightened. Good, Atma. Sundargiri and Krishna. Sundargiri and Krishna.
Oh, Shivam, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As you said, everybody can be enlightened, but they don't be enlightened.
Correct.
Don't get enlightened.
Correct.
Because there is the levels of consciousness to each of us.
it differs from person to person. That is why it is not possible to.
So if somebody has got
enlighten all.
somebody's consciousness is not activated, they can activate with the help of a guru and be enlightened, or they cannot.
They can, sir. They can.
They can.
Yeah, but they are in some level of consciousness.
So see,
So
maybe they're in Sundar. I'm just making a point clear. A dog cannot be enlightened. A dog
Can
does
be.
not have intellect to be enlightened. But any human being, the level of consciousness can be transformed to increase. Any human being can raise their level of consciousness. Are you understanding?
Yeah, I'm getting, sir. But what I mean is like each individual have a different level of consciousness.
No problem.
That is why they can't be in the same level of consciousness
No
at
problem.
the same time.
But
That
a
is why.
person with a lower level of consciousness, if they have bhakti, if they have got mumukshutva, if they have got jigyasa, they can raise the level of consciousness and they can reach enlightenment in the human form. So there is hope. I'm just telling you, there is hope. Okay.
Yeah, what I think, sir. Yeah, what I think, sir. The all remain as it is, sir.
They cannot.
For
They
example,
cannot be enlightened.
yeah.
Those who don't raise the level of consciousness will live and die like that only.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You are right. So your point is correct. Okay.
Yeah, and for the enlightenment, the first and foremost hindrance is like educational system, sir. That's what I think.
But I told you, education system will not change. Why? You know why?
Yeah, I am to give the answer, sir. Because education system, what it is doing, it is putting the inputs from outside to our consciousness, and it is covering the inner
So
consciousness.
why the
That is why.
education system is not changing?
Yeah, it's because it is covering, it is helping to cover our own consciousness inside.
Because 99% of the people in this world are not in this path.
Yeah,
Therefore,
by the information.
People who are making the education system, majority people do not know the meaning of spirituality.
Yeah, by lots of information from the education, our own consciousness is covered. But what it should do actually, it should uncover the
Correct.
consciousness.
But that is
it is
not
not
the
doing.
agenda. But that is
It
not
is
the
not.
agenda of our education system, which is a pity, which is very sad.
Yeah, it is doing the opposite.
Good, Sundargiri. Krishna, well said. Very well said.
Yes, sir, Shivoham.
Yes, Krishna.
Sir, Mount Everest is available to everyone to climb, but only some people can climb the peak. And what you're speaking is the ultimate peak. So I think, as you have previously said, only one person can, get the ultimate or enlightenment. Out of a billion population of human beings, only one person can get. That is what you have told us.
That is the absolute truth, which is the fact of the matter. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, suppose today, tomorrow you become a very, very strong spiritual master, 100 times more than what AiR speaks tomorrow, and you are able to make that 1% to 2%. Possible? Not possible.
It is possible. It is possible. Yeah, but thing is, I think the first step is to discover the purpose of life. Unless you understand the purpose of life, you won't turn to that direction, no?
See, that is the problem, no, Krishna. That's why many people who are starting schools like Chinmayananda school, you follow Chinmayananda, how many schools and colleges they have, they try to give Atma Gyan. They try to give Atma Gyan along with whatever CBSE or whatever board examinations, blah, blah, blah. But somehow or the other, the number of people, is it that everybody coming out of a Chinmaya institution is enlightened? Are everybody coming out of Chinmaya institution becoming spiritual? That is the problem. It's not everybody can practically do it. There is something holding back, people holding people back. What you say, it is my own, in my books, I write only 1% in the world, 99% in the world. Is it the right equation, or is the right percentage, or wrong, Krishna, according to your observation?
No, I don't know, but I think many people are contented with the second piece. Many people are, stuck at pleasure itself. So it is finally your choice to move upwards,
So therefore, this is what we are talking today. Is it possible for every human being to be enlightened? So if I'm a human being,
It is possible, but human being doesn't want.
the human being wants something which is much more mediocre. We are looking I think in the Gita, I think the Dada's guru, Sadhu T.L. Vaswani, used to say, Ratan Tyag Kodi Sang Rache. He used to read in the Bhagavad Gita that you are throwing away the precious jewels and you are picking up the stones. I don't know which part of the Gita this is, but he says that he was one of the Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's favorite lines in his talks. In Sindhi, he used to talk in Sindhi, Dada's guru. So he says that we human beings, we are collecting stones, and we are throwing away the diamonds and the rubies. What is the use?
Sir, because the topic is this, because I've started a group, I'm even scared to use the term enlightenment. People will run away. So I use some of your happiness techniques, and they think because all of them are good in their life, very successful people. So they feel they are good and happy and, with their grandchildren and the money they have. So I cannot bring in the word enlightenment at all.
Don't
There
bring.
I struggle. I struggle there.
But happiness, three P's of happiness. What do you feel about 3 P's of happiness?
Yeah, that is something, and I am, because when you were saying even about the 1 minute meditation, I thought tomorrow I have a session. So I thought I'll start with I heard your 1 minute meditation. How many times in the office should I play this? Should I play this? Should I play this? Because I don't want them to run away,
You play, you say the 1 minute. You do the 1 minute meditation.
I'm not confident.
Why? What you must do? Close your eyes and say, we are all running after pleasure. But is pleasure more important or peace? If we have a lot of money, but we lose peace of mind, will we still be happy? Do a 1 minute contemplation.
Your 1 minute meditation on purpose is what finally I narrowed down. I thought
Then it's okay. If it's not spiritual, play it.
Yeah.
If you can. I'm just saying whatever. See whether the idea is.
What I understood is, because why I'm saying this, when I was in Delhi, everybody was spiritually inclined. So saying these things were easy. Now in the Zoom call, people who are inclined towards spirituality has joined. But when I have called just the people in my community, people have come with various different, and strong opinion. And I'm just like listening to, okay. And I am the guide which I use is your jigsaw puzzle, that book, Spiritual Jigsaw Puzzle. So I have the first 2 pages. That is what I'm taking as a base. Many wants Bhagavad Gita. Yeah.
I'll give you a new chart, a new happiness chart. AiR Happiness Secret is a new chart. You put the chart and ask everybody to rate. Anybody wants to do it, take the chart. I made a new chart. 19 parameters on the x-axis, 0 to 100 on the y-axis. You can rate yourself on the 19 parameters on the x-axis with the y-axis and chart your level of happiness. So if you want, message me, I'll send you that chart. It's just a kacha chart, but it's simple on the AiR Happiness Secret. Today I got a printout, so we will be making, because my focus this year is exactly what I'm saying. I can't reach to, see, this Zoom call is for the Zoomers, for the Ansa, for the enlightened people, for the realized people. This will get more people to contemplate on this. And to Krishna, Siva Sadanand. Will is round 2, right? Siva, Sadanand, Rajan, Atmatrai, pick Sun, and then round 2. Will.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes,
This,
Shivam.
happiness chart is there in the enlightenment work.
That has changed now. Good, you are right. That happiness chart, I have changed it to AHS. To
Yeah,
19.
I used to mark it. That's why I said.
Very good. Good. I don't remember that chart in that book. What are the things at the bottom? I don't remember, because we keep evolving. Tell me, Siva.
Okay. This thing is to be or not to be. That's your choice. And 4 doors are available for everyone. If it is a seeker, they should have the desire to live a spiritual life. First thing. Otherwise, the question doesn't arise. But if they are totally immersed in Boga, there is no chance of coming to this side. Only those people who come to the spiritual path, even when you are coming to the path, you should have the complete desire to live a spiritual life totally, and give up all the desires for pleasures coming from external objects. Then only enlightenment is possible. Contemplation of the self and identification, false identification, give up all the false identification. With all these things, only one can get enlightened. That is what.
So what you say is 100% correct. Practically, what you're saying is right. But let us hope that more and more people seek enlightenment.
One
and
more thing: faith, devotion, meditation, and yoga are the direct means for liberation. That's what I feel.
What is the direct means?
Faith, devotion, and meditation, and yoga.
So all these are methods, and it all depends whether we need all these methods or some methods. It's up to us. Sadanand, thank you. Sadanand, Rajanand, Atmatre. Sadanand, Rajanand. Yes, Sadanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
Human being birthright is to get the enlightenment only, but he has forgotten after coming in this world because of the Maya. The basic 3 points are there for get the enlightenment. Number 1, intellect. Number 2 is a freedom to choose. Number 3 is a body. These 3 factors are must for the enlightenment. These 3 factors are only for human being, not animals, not for even the Devatas also. They are not having these 3 things. Only human beings are having these 3 things. And moreover, the karma can be a barrier for this enlightenment. But because to improve your intellect, it can be possible to get the enlightenment. Gautam Buddha also said once, so to get the mukti, you have to vivek ko jagana padega. So human being has got a right to get the enlightenment by these all the factors. I understood.
Very correct. What you say is very beautiful and very correct, Sadanand. So every human being has got, but what you said, people are lost in Bhoga, people are lost in Maya.
Yes.
Very well said. Thank you, Rajanand. Well said, Sadanand. Rajanand and Atmatre.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, namaskar.
Sir, every sentient being is eligible for enlightenment, and
Correct.
God has kept opportunity for every person.
Every sentient being.
Yeah.
Sentient means human being, or what is the meaning of sentient?
With senses. Senses.
Okay, continue. Sometimes sentient being is taken as every living being. It's only people with senses. Okay.
As I know, sir, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't. We will check technically. But आगे बढ़िए.
And opportunity is there for everybody, but possibility is very bleak, sir, because it is very difficult for every person, everyone, to move from the world of Boga, जिसमें वो conditioned है, to the world of yoga, and prioritize the desire of enlightenment over the worldly desires, because he should have only one desire, that is the desire for enlightenment, desire for Prabhu. And also there's because of this strong hold of Maya or ignorance. और सबसे बड़ी बात जो मुझे लग रही है कि there is no direct spiritual understanding at grassroots level available. अभी हम बोल रहे हैं सब अब बहुत गुरुवाद बड़े gurus है available, but people are not able to go there, or they take them in different way. जैसे बचपन से ही अगर ऐसी सिस्टम मतलब बच्चों को ही ये थॉट दिया जाए पहले से ही कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्या है, आत्मा क्या है, बॉडी क्या है, एट बेसिक लेवल इट विल, जैसे मैं आया हूँ, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट माई सेल्फ, बिकॉज आई वॉज नॉट नोइंग, और 60 एज तक मुझे पता भी नहीं था कि इसके बाद भी पूजा पाठ करने के बाद भी एक और दुनिया है जिसको हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी, I had heard the spirituality, it's not that spirituality पता नहीं था, but what is basically, what does it really mean? और ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग हमें प्रोवाइड करनी एट एट वेरी ग्रास रूट लेवल, तभी हो सकता है, अदरवाइज इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल। हम कोशिश करेंगे, सभी कोशिश करते रहेंगे, क्योंकि जितने भी बड़े बड़े जो आपका प्रीचर्स बोलते हैं, पिक्चर्स बोलते हैं, वहां कोई स्पिरिचुअल लोग होते नहीं है। दे आर ए कल्ट, इट इज ए कल्ट डेवलप्ड बाय एंड बाय, वो कल्ट फॉलो करते हैं, और दे डोंट रियली मीन द व्हाट इज गुरु। उनके लिए गुरु का फोटो लगाया, इट इज एन एक सॉर्ट ऑफ स्टेटस सिंबल बन जाता है, पूजा किया, उसको फूल लगाए, सब कुछ करते हैं, पैर भी छूते हैं, बट दे डोंट नो व्हाट, जैसे हम कल गुरु इज डिसेंडिंग एज गॉड, तो नोबडी नोज इट, रियली दे डोंट नो इट। तो इसलिए कहाँ हो सकता है, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल लाइक जैसे हम चाहते हैं, बट स्टिल देन वी शुड नॉट लूज होप, वी शुड ट्राई।
Every human being, I'm not using the word sentient. Google says sentient being is a living thing that has ability to perceive and respond to sensations and experience emotions. Even kutta bhi sentient hai, according to the definition. So the point is, every living being, every human being, not every human being has the possibility. But what you're saying, Rajan, the problem ये है, हमारा पॉसिबिलिटी होते ही, जैसे आप बोले 68 के बाद ही आपको मालूम पड़ा कि ऐसे साला कोई जूम कॉल भी है जिसमें मुझे वापस शुरू से शुरुआत, आई हैव टू स्टार्ट। No, all of you may have done at 68. I have done at 48. The point is that we have all awakened. Why there is so much commitment in this Zoom call every day? Because people in this call are 100% sure, not 90% sure. People in this call are 100% sure कि यही है रास्ता, और कोई रास्ता नहीं है। So that kind of grace from Supreme is not easy. Some people come on this call for 2 days, 4 days, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, gone. Then कभी कभी कोई 1 साल के बाद आता है, क्या अभी जिंदा है Zoom call या मत हो गया? नहीं, अभी तक जिंदा है Zoom call. Because many people who are so committed, they know this is the way. There is no other way. Atmatray, thank you. Atmatray.
Sure, sir.
Sir.
Sir, I think it is possible every human to be enlightened, but it is very hard to every human to get realization that I am not body, mind, and ego, but I am the divine soul due to mind.
Absolutely correct. And everybody has mind.
Right, sir.
Because we brought the mind when we were born. If there was no mind, then we would not have been born. Now we have brought mind and ego. Atmatray, we have brought mind and ego and come. अभी वो mind and ego जो हम लेके आए, उसको वो parcel को छोड़ना है.
Yes.
Till
Sure.
till we realize I am not I.
Yeah.
We will just die and we will return and we will come back. So it is a very sad, sometimes when I talk to an 80-year-old person who doesn't know the subject, I feel sad, but I feel helpless. I feel helpless because at 80 years, it may be my uncle or my auntie or somebody I'm trying to, वो समझने के लिए ready नहीं है.
Accept नहीं होता.
So it's a challenge. Picks, thank you Atmadri, well said. Picks and
Sure.
Kamalji, and then second round. Picks, Kamalji, and then we have Will Sundargiri Bliko. After
Shivam,
Picks, yes, Picks, follow.
everyone is eligible for enlightenment. Every human being is eligible, but only problem is that 95% people are stuck only in religion. They think that God is in the sky, live in the sky, and that's the ignorance is the main cause that they are not able to passing the schooling level. They are not got the admission in University of Spirituality. If they come in the university, they got the consciousness and they got the realization that I'm not mind, body, and ego. Then they will be got enlightenment.
हर एक को कर, अगर आपको डाउट है आपको एनलाइटनमेंट मिलेगा या है, आपको डाउट है?
No, I do not have any doubt.
This is the confidence. This is the confidence in this call. Many of you have even awakened, but I know I am sick. But कुछ ना कुछ धागा पकड़ रहा है. Something is holding here. No, something is holding, and we are not able to say I am fully enlightened. For that प्रभु की कृपा चाहिए. प्रभु की कृपा. प्रभु 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 पाना यही मकसद है. प्रभु को पाना है, प्रभु को पाना है. So this is unfortunate. हाँ, हम क्या बोलते हैं? सैटरडे इवनिंग है, मॉल को जाना है, मूवी को जाना है, बिरयानी खाना है. Huh? So when we have this approach, then how does it work? It doesn't work. Okay, good. Kamalji. Unmute. Sir, unmute कीजिए. हाँ.
Shyam Guruji.
नमस्कार.
So we have got 800 crore people
Correct.
in the rotten system which the whole world is following. We need at least another 800, at least 80 air to transform people to this level of ship.
आप लोग हैं ना?
पर हम एयर नहीं बन सकते. एक ही रहेगा. एक एयर नहीं बन सकता.
You are Atma in Kamal.
या दैट्स व्हाट एक है ना. ये आत्मा है. तो एक से 800 करोड़ पॉसिबल नहीं है. एंड द होल सिस्टम इज सो रॉटन that it will not allow 800 crore people to get enlightened. Yes, it is our birthright, no doubt about it. But even God will be confused if 800 crore become.
कमल जी, आप पूरी 800 crore पे ध्यान मत दो. Can you help 100 people in your life learn this matter?
Yes,
if you can help 100 people, आपका जिंदगी सफल हो गया.
Yes, but will I get enlightened?
If you can get 100 people to come on the quest, if you can make 100 people start the journey, उसमें से 10 लोग आगे बढ़े, बड़ा अचीवमेंट है आपके लिए.
पर वो उसके लिए भी they will have to come back and come back and come back and that can get enlightened.
You keep on drilling into them. When they talk to you about makhan wala and naan, you talk to them about mind and consciousness. When they talk to you about kulfi, you talk to them about Satchidanand.
No, but people don't listen to sensible.
I know.
People don't listen to sensible people.
फिर मुझे भी आना नहीं चाहिए. फिर कॉल में कोई सुनता ही नहीं है.
नहीं. See, I'm really lucky that at this very end of my life, I got AiR, and I hope AiR will discover the ship.
Keep the confidence. Okay, Prabhu, you have selected me. नहीं तो why did Kamal ji come to AiR?
Yeah, I don't
अगर
know.
अगर कोई मीनिंग नहीं है तो फिर आना ही नहीं चाहिए था.
And what is happening in this last 2, 3, 4 months, I am getting more and more confident. Yes, with your grace and with your blessings and God's grace, AiR will join AiR.
नहीं, पक्का. I have no doubt. Don't. I tell Premchand ji, he's going to speak now. He's 85. He is so confident. Premchand ji is not. मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं सबको. छोड़ूंगा ही नहीं मैं. Let me ask Premchand ji to speak. He's in the first round. Thank you, Kamal ji. Premchand ji, बताइए. And after that second round, Will, Bliko and Will, Sundar and Bliko. Premchand ji.
Shivam Gurudev.
Shivam Premchand ji, बताइए.
I have somewhat different view. Everyone is eligible for enlightenment.
Yes.
But so far is entitlement. Entitlement is achieved just to pass the IAS examination, one has to pass first BA. So it's the position with this case. Everyone is eligible, but everyone is not entitled until unless he is on that path.
Correct. Very well
Everyone
said.
Everyone is eligible, not entitled. Entitlement is achieved. And for entitlement, a guru just like you is needed.
You are right. We need a guru. Without a guru, I would not have been able to come here.
Until and unless there is no entitlement, that only is I am eligible. अगर मैं आपको नहीं मिलता तो मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ता. तो entitlement तो आता ही नहीं कभी भी लाइफ में. तो entitlement is achieved.
तो you are not only अभी आपको not only entitlement है, आपको एंटाइटलमेंट से आगे बढ़ गए, आपको सिर्फ अंदर में ऑलरेडी महसूस हो गया, यू आर
वो मुझे
ऑलरेडी
गुरु मिल
फीलिंग।
गया, वो मुझे गुरु मिल गया।
जब गुरु सबको मिल भी जाता है, लेकिन जो
गुरु हर एक
शिष्य
को
है,
गुरु हर एक को नहीं मिलता।
हाँ,
ये
लेकिन
भी आप ये भी आप जानते हैं, गुरु हर एक को नहीं मिलता।
हाँ, गुरु भी एक एंटाइटलमेंट है ना। क्या क्या आपने बोला, गुरु इज
गुरु
एन एंटाइटलमेंट।
बाय ग्रेस ऑफ गॉड गुरु मिलता है, तब
तो
एंटाइटलमेंट बनता है।
जब हमारी भक्ति है, प्रभु के लिए प्यार है, प्यास है, तभी गुरु मिलता है।
तो तब गुरु मिलता है, तो गुरु मिलता है तब एंटाइटलमेंट बनता है। उसके पहले तो एलिजिबल होता है आदमी, हर आदमी एलिजिबल है। जो भी पैदा हुआ है वो एंटाइटल है, क्योंकि दिस इज योग योनि। योग योनि मींस वन इज एंटाइटल्ड, वन इज एलिजिबल बट नॉट एंटाइटल्ड। एंटाइटलमेंट के लिए तो ही हैज टू डू समथिंग आफ्टर दैट ऑटोमेटिक। अदरवाइज तो अगर सारा एंटाइटलमेंट है तो दिस वर्ल्ड विल अपीयर डिसअपीयर आफ्टर एज सून एज everyone gets enlightenment, means there will be no this world. There will be no world just like ignorance.
Thank
There
you.
will be no world just like Maya Leela.
Thank you, Premji. Very beautifully said. Now, thank you, Premji. Will, Sundar, and Will and Sundar. Will, because God. Will and Sundar.
Shivohangsip, I have, I think, 4 points to make. I mean, I think we've agreed that the answer is always qualified. You say if. There's always an if. Yes, if. So this we've all agreed on. Yes, if there's a guru. Basically, that's what we said. But I think also I think it's worth remembering. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but enlightenment might not happen this lifetime, but it can happen. That's one point. The second point, I think, is really, is it possible to make progress, spiritual progress, this lifetime? Is it possible? The answer is yes. Is it dangerous? Like, is it possible to fall back in this lifetime? The answer is also yes. That is to say, there's danger. Is everyone got the potential? Yes. Is everyone in danger? Yes. Can you succeed? Yes. Can you fail? Yes. So this is the danger. I think we need to take that into account. And the other question that we've raised this call is the question of education and how do you change it? For me, you can change it if you agree to one single thing, and that is to stop examining people, because the problem when the education is aimed at examination, they're actually not interested in educating you at all. They only want to get you through the hoop. They don't care whether you've changed, transformed, or what. But if you can stop examination and actually educate, then you'll have success.
And how can you do that, Will? You can't do that because 99% of the people are already for that. Even if 50% of the people, 60%
I know
of the
you
people
have to do it through private schooling.
Yeah. And so that is very small. That change is very small and it is insignificant. But we still will try. We should, like how we are having this call every day. This call is nothing but educating people on the right step on the process.
I think the danger really is for the children. How to protect the children. This is the number one issue for me.
So if we have children in this call, we can try to protect our children, educate our children. But even that is not guaranteed.
I think if you get a group like this, you can get 3 or 4 members here who are become the teachers. Everybody's saying these are the ones. It's interesting that if you look at the kibbutz system in Israel, the children are taken away. If you live in an Israeli kibbutz, the children are taken from there. They all live together. Firstly, they live in a group. And the children leave their home and they live in a special children's home, and they get looked after by someone who actually knows how to raise children. Not every parent knows how to raise children, so they have a good system. They all live together and they all get a proper education. And I think that this same with here. Find which of these people can raise children, give your children to this person. You see your children from time to time. They look after, they're the specialists.
You have very big vision, so you have to do something bigger for your vision, because you always have a very global vision. And it is an enlightenment subject, while the whole world is, and what Premchandji said was something very beautiful. While this whole world is eligible, I learned something from Premchandji today. What does Premchandji teach me at 85 years? Premchandji taught me that while the whole world is eligible, not the whole world is entitled. He said you only become entitled. For example, when you find a guru, when you are able to, and being entitled is different. And look at the man at 85, his wisdom, it's not a joke. It's not a joke that everybody cannot do it. Anyway, Will, the time is over for last. Thank you, Will. And last point is Sundar. Last point is Sundar. Quick comment, Sundar. We are closing.
Shivam sir, again.
Yes.
Yeah. It is not possible for all, sir. For example, also used to say he could make like 1,000 enlightened people, but we can't say even we don't know that he could able to be make like 10 people enlightened or not. So
If it
it is
was
not
there, if it was there, they should be enlightening us, no?
exactly.
So that is good point.
But he used to say that his mission was like to make 1,000 enlightened person.
Okay,
We are not
Sundar,
saying that
yeah, it's very sad, but I know that you go and watch some of the videos in the Western world. You will be surprised if you watch some of the videos. It's very, very disturbing videos. Some of the videos are very disturbing. But our point is that, Sundar, before I close, my dear friends, you, Sundar and Will, and all of you, Kamalji, Blicko, Siri, all of you who are in this call, our job is to try to light one light. Don't try to light 100 lights. Try to awaken 1%, 2%, 5%, 10%. Don't stop. If you are living as a divine instrument, you try to awaken people like Krishna is doing. If you see, I used to say eternal happiness through enlightenment. Now I'm trying to say enlightenment through eternal happiness. So I'm not changing the logo, but in my mind, it's very difficult to tell people you'll be enlightened, you will be eternally happy. People say, I don't want. You tell people, I'll show you the way to eternal happiness. Lakhs of people will come. So this year, I am trying my best to create a model of happiness, because SIP has given me a method, an AiR happiness secret. I don't know, all of you are not coming every day on the AHS call, but that call is going to become very powerful. I don't know today if you all came. Today's call was full of celebrate life, how to celebrate life. So it's very important, even that 11 minutes, I don't, everybody can't come, all the calls, but that call has become now a priority. And let us all try to light the light. Apo Dipo Bhava. Apo Dipo Bhava means light your light within. But don't be so selfish that you forget the darkness outside. Also try it, like I really like if Krishna said, I've opened a group and I'm trying to awaken a group. So please talk to me if you all need help, if you all need support, talk to me and try to light in this world. With folded hands, I bow down to you.